What's up, beautiful gamers? I want you all to know this background isn't fake. I have made it to the interesting land of New York. This background is entirely real. I know it's kind of crazy. This is probably one of, if not the only perk of living in the building that I do, but it's a pretty sick perk because basically from any point during the night until the morning until the night, any point during the day, this place looks sick because this is just one side. It's all around the building because this is one of the smaller buildings in like the area. So all of the skyscrapers around us look absolutely beautiful. I wanted to record a Kudcast because I am literally alone. I know no one in New York right now. I have nothing to do because my work starts Monday. And even then, I don't think I'll be doing any real work on Monday besides trying to figure out how to get into a WeWork and maybe meeting the other two interns on my team, both of which who I like vaguely know. There's a dog like coming at me. Yeah. There's a dog staring at me right now. It's a tiny white dog, but that thing was growling. Oh my. Okay. Yeah, the building that I live in, wow. So this is the only perk because the building I'm living in is just a whole bunch of hotel rooms, but it's like only extended stays. So there is no one it's a hotel room, but no one's here for a small period of time. So the amenities are weird because the amenities are hotel amenities in that my room gets cleaned every so often. There are towels, linens, soaps, all of that stuff, but I'm not leaving soon. I don't know. Maybe this is like a totally normal thing, but it is not normal to me. But I guess that is the room. Like, it's not individual rooms. We don't have kitchens. It's just straight up a hotel room. I guess that's whatever. I wish I had a closet. I don't have a closet, so I will probably literally be living out of my suitcase for the entire summer. But that's whatever. I've been traveling for the entire day today because I got from home, San Jose, to this apartment place in Manhattan today, and I love traveling. I like being on airplanes. I don't really have problems with any of that stuff because I'm like short enough to where a normal economy seat is like plenty of space for me. I think today I honestly don't know why, but today was like one of the first days that I haven't been able to properly fall asleep in an airplane, and I think it's because in both of my flights the person sitting next to me was like, I don't know, I don't know. I just didn't feel comfortable, like, falling asleep. Like, there was nothing wrong with either of the people. They were both completely fine. But I don't know. It just wasn't, I didn't have enough space. I think they were, normally the people that sit next to me, either they don't take up much space at all, or, like, the feet space that I get is, like, if it's a two-seater, I get, like, more of the space because, like, the divider will be a little more beneficial to me. But I think both of them were detrimental to me, and they were, like, properly using their space. So with my full backpack, my feet didn't get proper space, and it was just, I don't know, like one of the, oh man, on the longer leg, someone just had their window open, so I couldn't sleep either. There were just a multitude of factors, and I just couldn't fall asleep properly at all. But yeah, my flight was at 6 a.m. from home, which is why I wanted to get sleep. It's not like it was just the middle of the day and I wanted an afternoon nap. It was incredibly early in the morning, and I just couldn't get proper sleep. But yeah, I was up at 3:30 a.m. home time, and it's only 9:30 here, which means it's 6:30 back at home. So I haven't been awake for too long, but I think just, man, so the itinerary was home, so SJC to Salt Lake City, and then Salt Lake City to JFK, but the flight from San Jose to Salt Lake was delayed by like 35 minutes because they couldn't get one of the like auxiliary whatever, like secondary power units to turn on. So like my entertainment screen wasn't working the entire flight, and half the plane didn't have AC. So that was a pain in the ass. But again, that was whatever. I just wanted to make sure because I only had an hour in between when my Salt Lake like plane landed and my Salt Lake to JFK flight took off. There was only an hour. So I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss the flight because it wasn't updating what gate I would arrive at and what gate my next flight would be at. But luckily they were in the same terminal, and I was just able to like move quickly from one to the other. Yeah. That oh my god. Everything like ended up being fine, but I was also stressed the entire time on how I was going to get from JFK to my apartment because I am in like the middle of I'm in Midtown West or Garment District in Manhattan, and JFK is a ways away. I think like if you were to drive, it would be an hour, and by subway or whatever, it should also be that same amount. But I brought a like proper full-size check-in with a carry-on suitcase and my backpack. So my biggest concern was I don't know how packed like subway trains are. I don't know how the general New Yorker is. I don't want to get like yelled at in my first time just coming to New York. I just want to have the least stressful experience. Just let me get from the airport to my apartment. Let me crash. Let me figure it all out. And then maybe like on my next trips or whatever, I'll be better about using the subway and that. But from the airport itself, there's a train that goes from there to a station called Jamaica, which is like in the middle of Brooklyn or Queens, like wherever the hell JFK is, like halfway from JFK till whatever that island is, middle of that. And then that's like the air train, and then the place that it drops you off at is like a proper train station. But I was super confused because the name of the train station, or like the train company, is like Long Island Rail, and I think Long Island is also a place. So I was confused as to if like that railway was only going to go to Long Island, or I don't know. I think I was just so stressed because I had 2 suitcases with me, and it is so humid. The weather here is closer to Hawaii than that of California, like any part of California, SoCal, NorCal, Bay Area, like everything included. This weather in New York is way closer to that of Hawaii, which I like, I appreciate, but I was dressed for like San Jose middle of the day weather in like a long sleeve and Adidas pants. So I was sweating so much. But I got onto the train. Google Maps was wrong, so I had to ask like an attendant to help me figure out how to get from that train station to where my apartment was. But yeah, I took a train from, I don't remember the station that the air train drops off at, but that place to Penn Station. And Penn Station is half a mile from my apartment. So I was trying to figure out, is it worth taking an Uber? Because it's an 11-minute walk, according to Google, but the Uber is like $25 or something. And I didn't know, again, like how hectic is it to walk with 2 big pieces of luggage with a backpack on also through New York streets when I don't know the directions or anywhere I'm going. But I for some reason just was like, I'm not paying this $25. Like people will yell at me, whatever. I'm getting from here to my apartment, and that's that. And I was so sweaty. Like, I was sweating so absolutely much. I was drenched, and my face, I was pouring sweat. I also realized now that I'm up here, I hear a lot of noises. It is very loud. There's like a fire engine going. I also don't know how much this mic picks up, but there are a lot of noises. I think there are 2 separate sets of fire trucks going too. I also maybe they're near me, or well, they have to be near me for them to be this loud, but maybe they're coming towards me and not going further from me. But yeah, I got to my apartment completely drenched. They gave me my like apartment key or whatever. I went in and I just wanted to have the AC on, take a shower, and like lie down, but the AC just didn't turn on. So I was like, okay, screw it, whatever. I'll use the bathroom. I'll wash my face. I'll just get situated to some degree, and then I'll just go ask them, like, can you turn it on? Is something wrong with it or whatever? I went down and talked, and they were like, oh, yeah, we'll go fix that. Like, for now, just don't unpack because we might just move your room. So I was like, okay, sure, whatever, fine. I wanted to shower earlier, but I could wait. That's not that big of a deal. So I went out and I explored because I have not drank much water at all today. Like, I don't fill up the water bottle to go to the airport because they're going to make it throw it away. So I didn't have water then. I had 1 cup of water on the first leg and then 2 cups of water on the second leg, and then that was it. So I was dehydrated at every single step of this trip. So I just wanted to get water. And again, like, I don't know how safe New York tap water is, especially not like my bathroom sink. So I just wanted to get bottles of water. I'll figure out a long-term water solution later. I'll get a Brita or something like that. But for now, let me just get water. Let me get food, because I had not eaten properly, I had not slept properly, I had not drank water properly. My stress was just getting to this apartment and relaxing. But yeah, I went to 7-Eleven. I got some water there, and then there are a lot of 99-cent pizza places, which is kind of crazy considering inflation. But they only accepted cash, and I didn't bring cash. So I went to another place, and they also said 99 cents. So I was just like, oh, hey, dude, is it only cash? And he was like, no, it's cash and cart. So there was a slice of pizza. I don't ricotta. Yeah. So I like the pizzas that's like it's huge clumps of ricotta, and like you can see the red sauce and basil, just like those 3 ingredients. I love that type of pizza. And it said 99 cents on the door, so I was like, okay, awesome. Like maybe all these slices are 99 cents, because that was also a vegetarian slice. Like there were also meat slices, but I assume maybe those are more than $1. But this just basil, ricotta cheese, and tomato sauce pizza might also be 99 cents. So I asked for 2 slices of that, and he was like, oh yeah, $9. And I was like, okay. Like there was nothing I could do. I was hungry. I just wanted to eat. I wanted to go drink my water and take a shower. So I did that. I ate the pizza. It wasn't that crazy good. I think I'm going to go down and try every slice of pizza I can in New York, because the amount of shit, like, New Yorkers are about pizza what SoCal people are to Mexican food, and I have determined that SoCal people are brain dead and don't know what like good Mexican food is. They're just always gatekeeping because they think they know what the best American or like best Mexican food is, but they really don't. It is equally good basically anywhere you go in California, but San Diegans they'll stand on their soapbox and they'll say like, no, we know Mexican food and you don't. Which is stupid, but whatever. So I'm curious to see if New York is also like that. And because there's also like some level of bias too, right? Like I grew up eating California pizza. Like I love pizza in my heart. I like Berkeley pizza, or like a pizza in Berkeley. I like cheese board. I don't like Abe's. I like some pizzas in Berkeley, but I like pizza in my heart. I like CPK. I like I don't know, like the stereotypical Californian pizzas, and that's just. So I'm curious to see like how close does New York live up to that, in terms of, is the pizza just here so much more groundbreaking? Because like pizza is also pizza. Like I don't, as long as it's not soggy and as long as it doesn't taste like cardboard, I feel like pizza is pizza. But I'll see. Hopefully the pizza here is amazing and it just knocks my socks off. But yeah, I'm chilling on this rooftop deck patio thing. It's really nice. There's like a grass patch in the middle, and that's what I'm sitting on. I like brought a blanket. I'm sitting here, and then there's a beautiful view in every single direction, and it is amazing. Yeah, I don't know. I took the evening incredibly easy. I just showered. I watched some of The Yard, which is a podcast I love very much. And then I came up here. The weather is really, really nice. Like, it is, again, 9:45-ish right now. It is there's, like, a light, chill breeze, but it's also not cold at all. Like, I don't know what the weather is, but I'd probably say it's somewhere around, like, 68 degrees, and there's a perfect breeze just going around. But, yeah, I want to see if I do enough things to justify something like this every single day, or at least multiple times a week, just because... I don't know, I want to talk. I want to have some form of diary beyond just, like, journaling and, like, taking pictures for Snapchat or whatever. So I think this will be a good way to at least note down what I did, and curious to see if anyone else cares about what I end up doing in New York. I think tomorrow my plan is literally just to go to Kith. Like, there's a 95% chance I don't buy anything, but I want to go to Kith. I want to go explore, like, the southern parts of Manhattan, and then... maybe towards the evening I'll go to Central Park or just explore. Like, Manhattan's a lot bigger and takes a lot longer to traverse than I thought, because getting from my apartment to Kith is like 30 minutes by subway, and then from Kith to Central Park is like an hour by subway. So I don't know how much I can do within a day or how much I should do within a day, but we'll see. I'm excited. I think there's a lot of nerves considering I am alone here, but I think by that same token, it'll be a fun experience, and I'm excited to see what happens. And overall, I think it'll be productive. I think it'll be cool. Yeah, my first day of work is on Monday, and then my team is not in New York, even though that is where I am now. So from Tuesday to Friday, I won't even be in this apartment. So I will end up in DC. So maybe my next time recording this is maybe a different angle on the same roof, or maybe in my hotel room in DC. I don't know. We'll see. But yes, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in to the Kudcast 3, or I don't know, the New York Diaries #1. I have no idea what this is going to be called, but yeah, I hope you all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, night, anytime during the day. And yeah, adios. See you guys.